Y'all must be busy today. Usually by now we would have already had mad people popping in the live. The market is going crazy on its way up, like I knew it would be. I just, the institutional footprint was there yesterday. I feel like that was that last liquidity push down to shake that last little shakeout. And now we about to ascend. New all-time highs are getting ready to be made. Bulls on the run right now. And it's a beautiful thing. You know. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. All praises to Allah. Some beautiful shit happening in the market, man. This market can stress you and the market can bless you. We have to reprogram ourselves. Sometimes we have to reprogram ourselves. I see one person in the live. Can I get one like? Can we please like and subscribe? I'm SANTORIO HECTOR, Cleveland record producer. Go listen to the albums on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Amazon. Like and subscribe. I'm a self-taught investor. We're here trading the market. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We have to reprogram ourselves. When for those of us that grew up in urban neighborhoods, communities, rural neighborhoods and communities, like in the South, that come from this most recent drug trap culture background. Because when I was young, it was wholesome family content and movies based on community and it taking a village to raise a child. And we went from that to the corruption of our children, the corruption of American children, because um, many many young children from Caucasian families are influenced by this urban drug trap culture content, that hood movie content that's pretty much took over. It's took over America. Like who makes wholesome family movies? Who makes the movies of about communities coming together, banding together to prevent crime, to fight against the criminals, to just and for those that come from this chaos in a world where everything is chaos and everything is treachery and betrayal and destruction, how could you ever develop a mindset of positivity, of peace and blessings and uh, education and cultivating uh, growth and development of our people and of our neighborhoods and of our communities, of our children, you know, protection and preservation of the lives of our elders who retain the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that was carried from the days of old and passed down through oral tradition to us. And so what are we passing down to our children? Who out there what men are raising their sons and teaching their sons that you don't put your hands on women no matter what? You know, you defend yourself. If a woman is attacking you, if anything, restrain her and to prevent her from attacking you, but to never attack them. They are the weaker vessel, as it is stated in the scriptures. How many of us are teaching our children about God, about Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yeshua, the living God, Buddha, the living God that created everything, that created us, that gave us the intelligence and the mind to be able to develop the intelligence, to develop artificial intelligence, because we are so super intelligent that we can create an artificial intelligence that can emulate and think as we do. As we go into the future, and we as a young child, as I watched cartoons like Star Blazers, like understand that there were two sets of men and women created. It was the man and the woman that God spoke into existence on day number 6, and then it was the man who he formed from the earth and the dust of the clay and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and that man became a living soul. The desire for mankind to seek out what is in the heavenlies. So we absolutely positively have to change and reprogram ourselves. The fact that everybody knows that we all have to die and for hundreds and hundreds of years, and according to mankind, that they find fossils that's thousands of years old. How do we really know how old the fossils really are when our time is different than God's time? Our time is different than the Lord's time. The one thing that's for certain, and 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 two things for sure, is that we die and we leave here, and that there's something after this, and the spirit is never dies. The flesh is what dies. This flesh is what dies, and that's why your ability to control your flesh is what gives you longevity. Your ability to control this temple, to not take this body and attach this body, that you would take your temple, which holds the holy breath and the essence of the Creator, the Lord of the universe, and attach yourself to anything, anybody, any act of corruption, any act that's against the laws of God and the law of mankind. So we all have lost self-control. and we refuse to reprogram ourselves. Like and subscribe. It should be 3 likes. We have 3 people in the live. We should have 3 likes. I'm not gonna be like a lot of these podcasters. I will be having monetary cash giveaways. So let's help grow the algorithm of the channel by liking and subscribing. A lot of what I say, people not gonna want to hear because we have to reprogram ourselves. And this whole ideology of people burying they family members that was wholly out here committing crimes and doing all type living a wicked life, and you posting them with angel wings, and yeah, like that's not what it is. Let's stop playing with ourselves and deceiving ourselves. You get caught up out there in your sin, it's eternal damnation for you. That's what the scriptures say. I'm trading this market. You know what I'm talking about? We trade in the market. We trade in the market, and it's up, up, up. We are 4.49% today. But we back. We back. Um, my futures forex trade is doing good. I ain't even tripping. My futures forex trade is getting ready to go through the roof. I got in this trade down here. Wow, wow. I'm gonna learn the I'm gonna learn the forex. I'm gonna learn the futures forex slow. Take my time and just progressively just stack scout. You know what I mean? I'm, I'm learning the futures. I want to trade some oil futures. I do, and some silver and gold. So that's probably what I'll do in the futures. I'll trade one futures forex pair and learn that pair and perfect that pair with the Iron Vice stock options trading strategy. The Iron Vice can be applied to forex, options, contracts, futures. The Iron Vice, the this is the Iron Vice options trading strategy, according to artificial intelligence, is a strategy that you need. I've utilized it, I've applied it, I've perfected it since its development. And now it's about being strict because I broke my rules a few times. I paid for it every time that I did. I paid for it every time that I broke my rules to my own strategy. For people that are coming from where we are coming from, and we had this background of trauma and dysfunctionality in relationships and family, you have to neutralize all that to develop the psychological mind that you need to be able to trade successfully. Is all that I'm saying. You 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 have to neutralize all that to be able to develop the psychological mind that you need to be a successful trader and even a successful investor. Remember, investing is a whole lot easier than trying to make a living being a trader. And I would even suggest trading part time because I made $18,000 so far this year trading part time. Because you got to think I worked full time up until July when I was wrongfully terminated. So, um, so I worked 7 months of the year. I worked full time 7 months of this year and still made like $18,000 trading part time. I've only been trading full time since July of this year. I made some mistakes because now I'm trading every day and I'm like, I gotta pay my bills. I have to pay my rent, my life insurance, um, my bills out of so ultimately it's like how can I can't I never could I never would be able to have the time in my life right now with the research and the studying that I have to do to try to maintain an ongoing conflict with anybody. I really don't have time to try to chase a spouse or I want a woman. I don't really have time to go out. I'm not breaking down to go buy a car. My mechanic, whatever the hell he is going through, he is taking too long with my whip. But that's another story. And I just been being patient with everybody, and because you know, patience is definitely indeed a virtue. Saber. I did a lot of positive things for myself. I cut out the budget of cannabis from having to buy cannabis from learning and teaching myself to grow it and breed my own I really I really have been able to put myself into a better position in life just by telling myself that I have to reprogram my mind to not respond to everything that someone says, and especially to not be angry. You know what I mean? So I mean, think about that. Think about that. We have to stop um, making it seem like that the way that we are living and the things that we are allowing to go on in our neighborhoods and our communities in urban America and in rural America where we have this trap, this drug hip hop culture mentality to believe that this is okay. It's not okay to break in and rob and steal from your neighbors. It's not okay. Back in the day, if that's what you was into, you definitely took it outside of your own neighborhood and community and went into another neighborhood and community. Yeah, yeah, you're not taking the people's shit from in your own neighborhood. Like, who doesn't protect their neighborhood and their community? Who doesn't protect the children in their neighborhood and their community? And what communities don't come together to prevent outsiders from coming into their neighborhood and their community and violating people within inside the neighborhood and the community? It's the basic constitutional right of every American to defend themselves against attack and infringement upon rights and property by others. President Trump is so smart, like reinstituting gun rights to people who have changed their life and served their time for their crimes. Like, where did you get this? It's a constitutional right. As a Native American, even if I committed a crime, it's my constitutional right as an indigenous person of this country to be able to bear arms as long as I'm carrying myself peacefully. That's my treaty right, which is the supreme law of the land over state government. Only federal government can overturn that right. The federal government can't overturn the rights that was granted in a ratified treaty according to the Constitution. So this is what knowing the laws, the articles of the Constitution. Like, you understand? Like, getting the pull back. Oh, look at all of the structure. Like, oh, that's interesting. So I don't know the dollar trend. Oh, so dollar is trending up there. You know what? I'm about to go Google some shit. I'm really turning into a whole. I'm really a stock market savage. I really am a stock market savage. Mm. I'm a savage with this. paying attention to the correlation of the markets. So I want to show y'all something. This is what I'm talking about. When you pay attention to the correlation of the markets, this is how you will learn something. So just sitting here watching my futures forex trade. My chart. So what you see? So the British pound was going up against the US dollar. That's what I trade. I trade the Great British Pound USD. I trade the micro, the M6BZ25 futures forex. So I'm long. I'm long in this trade, meaning that I'm speculating that the British pound is going to go up against the US dollar because America is set to cut rates. And when you cut rates, it makes the US dollar weaker and people pound money into other currencies. However, all of the emerging economies, currencies, and the major world currencies also affect this trade. So what I'm looking at, the US dollar was trending down, and now my trade is down 0.11%. US oil is up 1.30%, and gold is up 0.20%. What's that telling me? That's telling me that if the US dollar is weak and gold and US oil are strong, that it will strengthen the dollar. It will undergird the dollar because we have gold reserves and we have oil reserves. So as oil is more expensive, and that obviously that strengthens the dollar, which is why my trade is down here. And the Great British Pounds USD futures forex is pulling back because of US oil and gold going up. Now that's my theory. Getting ready to go to artificial intelligence and ask artificial intelligence, is that why, and see if they validate my theory. If artificial intelligence validates my theory, I'm a genius, and like my G homie Edwin Sylvester say,